Hi, it's Rachel with Sasha. Today she and I are going to do a review of loose leash walking, and we're going to walk a bit farther than we normally do, so hopefully it will expose Sasha to some more things, and so we'll see how she's doing with her leash walking. Of course, ideally she won't pull, but if she does, it gives me the opportunity to correct her and lets her practice the right way to do things, so hopefully she doesn't pull at all. So, we're just going to start off. Remember, we have the back method and the reverse method. It kind of depends on your situation and how distracted Sasha is as to which one you want to use for that. So we're going to do kind of a warm-up around here and see how she does, and then we will venture up the driveway and out onto the street. Now she's at the end of the leash, but she's not pulling me, which is good. Good girl, Sasha. Good. Sasha, this way. Good girl. Now remember, it's important to praise her when she is doing something right. So just saying good girl while walking. Sasha, this way. Good. This way. And as usual, it's kind of the sniffing that is her weakness, and so she ends up lagging then. Then we want to use the reverse method there. Even though we aren't reversing, we're going in the opposite direction to where Sasha is pulling. Now, as you can see with that last one, what I did is instead of just, putting my weight into it and trying to yank her this way, like I'm doing now, do some pops like that. And that helps get her attention. Now with the pulling, if it's the dog's natural tendency to fight against, any pulling or pushing. So like if Sasha was in a playful mood and I was, kind of pushing into her, she would lean into my hand. Just like with the collar, if it's pulling back on her, it's her natural urge to kind of fight against it. And also, if she's pulling, she's used to having that pressure around her neck. And so if you just try to pull harder, she's not really going to notice it as much. And so that's why a couple of quick pops catches her attention a bit more, and it helps you gain better control of her. Now I know that Sasha comes with a harness, and while it seems like we usually hook up the leash to her collar anyway, and maybe the harness is just for, having her in the car, like a seatbelt type thing, if you hook it in there. Now, there's nothing wrong with harnesses. I just want you to be aware of that sometimes harnesses make pulling worse. That's because the dog feels more restrained, and so they feel the pressure not just around their neck, but around their chest and around their middle and everything. And so sometimes it induces them to pull more. Also with the harnesses, and especially with a big, powerful dog like Sasha, they can get a lot more weight and a lot more power behind their pulling. And so sometimes it makes it worse like that. If she can really lean into it, then instead of just having this, she has across her chest and around her middle to help her get leverage and pull you that way. So to really work on loose leash walking and get her in good habits, I would suggest a collar like this, which is good. It's good that she has one, and it doesn't seem like Sasha can really slip out of this one, which is good. You have it a good tightness for her. Okay, with that aside, we're going to start venturing up the driveway now and possibly even into the cul-de-sac area, somewhere that Sasha isn't on leash. It's still somewhat familiar to her, but hopefully we'll expose her to some new things out there and see how she does. Let's go, Sasha. Come on. Good girl. she's at the end of the leash, but my arm is still down at my side. She's not pulling. It's nice and relaxed. Hey! Quiet. Sasha, this way. Good girl. So Sasha knows the smells up here, but she hasn't been up here on leash or anything, and you can see she's getting a bit more excited. Instead of just standing around, she's exploring. So that gives us good distractions. Oh, this way. Back. Sasha, back. Now here, she kind of just spiraled closer to me. She didn't really stop and come back like we usually want for the back method. And so when she gets kind of more excited, like she is now, I feel like the reverse method will be more effective for her. Sasha, this way. Good girl. This way. Good girl. Sasha, this way. This way. Good girl. You see, I'm really trying to pop where I can. Or hop on top. This way. Good girl. Good girl, Sasha. Good girl. She's doing a very nice job. She is definitely more excited up here, but that's good because it lets us practice. It's not a completely new area, but it's a little bit of a new adventure. And so even though she is pulling, she's still easy to control. She's responding to correction really well. And she's tired from, you know, playing all morning and everything like that. So this is the kind of time where it's really good to work with her, where we aren't overloading too much to where she's too crazy and we aren't getting through to her. She's still listening well and, like I said, easy to handle and control. But we're still getting good practice in. This way. Good girl. Sasha, back. Good girl. This way. See something she wants to sniff? We're going to start heading back down the driveway now. See if she starts pulling when she gets closer to the daycare area. She's excited to go back and see her friends. She's doing a great job so far. Okay, no problems whatsoever there. She's done a great job, just a little bit of correction here and there, but she was by no means out of control or anything like that. So that lets me know that she does know what's expected of her. It just takes little reminders here and there, but she's really very good at it. This is Rachel and Sasha. We're working on loose leash walking.